Okay, in the last video, we started doing the brainstorming, so I've continued to do that until I've got 20 potential pages, and that's the minimum that we want you to have. Yes, it does force you to really think about pages you could possibly have on your website. You will not be building all of these pages, but it means that you've got more material to work with, and later on we can decide which pages we need and which ones we don't. So now we're stepping on to the next stage, and that is the sorting. Now, if you were doing this in industry, you'd be doing this with a team, or you'd be doing this with a focus group of your target audience so that they can arrange the pages as they see fit. Now, one thing I want you to note with Notely, you need to use this link up here that they provide to access your wall. And if you use that, and you can see I'm using that that URL up here, you will have access to this wall in this state each time you go back. So make sure you do copy over this this URL before you close down your browser. Okay, so I've spread all of the pages out so that I can see them. That is a really important part of the process because then I can start having a look at the different pages. I'll just move these down so that we can read them a bit better. I have a look at them compared to one another, and then I start ranking them. The first task is to rank them. It's a single rank. We're not grouping them yet. That's a separate task. So let's have a look. So I think the people would probably want to go to the home page first. So we'll say that's the most important. That's page number 1. So what would be the next most important thing if I'm running a cafe? Well, I would probably say finding us. Actually, no, maybe the menu. Menu would be next most important because people want to see if they actually do want to eat there. And then maybe find us. Let's move. I'm just moving things out of the way so that I can keep ranking these. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I'll fast forward the video so you're not having to sit there and watch me agonize about which pages to put in what order. Okay, now the only reason I've done 2 columns here is because I ran out of room. If you're using real sticky notes or a different program, then by all means just put them in one long line. Now, when you're ranking them, think about the user needs, what the users are going to want to do on your website. Think of those user goals and rank them accordingly, because these are the pages that are most important to your users. So make sure you take a screenshot and you write down this list, because this is the second part of the task and you need to document each stage of the task. If you're using real sticky notes, you can take a photo, but please do make sure you write down this list, because often photographs, screenshots, things like that are very difficult to read, so it's important to type it out. So that's the second stage of this set of tasks. The next video will show you the next stage, which is categories and grouping.